Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Gulizara, here to bring a newspaper breakdown session courtesy of the KFC assistant. So before we begin, Juma Mubarak to each and every one of you. I would like to start off with my lecture with a prayer that all of you are safe in your homes. The lockdown is going to be lifted May 9th. In fact, it's not going to be lifted in its entirety. It is going to be eased out. So even if it's eased out, we are still not out of the woods. You need to stay at home and practice social distancing as much as you can, and try not to celebrate Eid as much this year if possible, because you really don't need new shoes or designer jodas or whatever to celebrate Eid. Alright, so it's better to celebrate it by staying at home and not spreading the infection anywhere else or bringing it back home. So, and yes, this is the Upper Mall campus library for those of you who are familiar with this place, and it feels really good coming back here, just if it's just to record the video lecture. And inshallah, in a couple of months, we are going to be seeing this full of students as it always was. So, for today, what we're going to be discussing is the conspiracy theories that surround the coronavirus pandemic, and how America is trying to gain on a slippery slope that its incompetency towards handling the pandemic has shown the world. Number one. Number two, how it is scapegoating China. Number three, is this the beginning of a new Cold War? Number four, and how the US is still keeping itself irrelevant in other world affairs as well. So let us start off by discussing the conspiracy theories that surround the coronavirus pandemic. Now, according to an epidemiological point of view, or if any of you have studied virology, no two wild type viruses are alike, the same way that no two thumbprints all over the world are alike. So viruses that originate in the wild might have the original blueprint but have fundamental differences. And as I've said, that one strain of the coronavirus, if it's wild type, the other wild type virus that has originated from it will be fundamentally different in certain aspects. There might be some similarity, but there cannot be 100% similarity in all its components. So in response to the coronavirus pandemic, and as usual, the US administration has started scapegoating China as saying that the virus was engineered in a lab in Wuhan, without actually specifying which lab that was. And as we all know, that there's this huge Wuhan virology complex, and it was actually dealing with the study of bats and the zoonotic transfer of viruses from bats to other animal species, not to humans. So, is it engineered? There can be a reasonable doubt that it is. You cannot be certain for sure, but there is a doubt that it is engineered. Now, for anyone who has studied biology, and I've already established that no two wild type viruses are alike, it should ring alarm bells that the coronavirus has a lot of similarities with other viruses in nature as well. Now, in a virus, how it operates and how it recognizes the body and how it conducts its virulence is through receptor proteins. These receptor proteins are present on an outside protein coat, which is called as the capsid. Now, these receptor proteins are distinct to every virus in the world. And the coronavirus that has infected the humans, according to a research that was conducted in the early phases of the coronavirus pandemic, that is in November 2019, there was an eerie similarity between the virus that was isolated from Congolese bats and the receptor proteins that were present inside the human samples of the coronavirus. Now, as I said, कि जो protein receptors होते हैं, they are very different if in a wild type virus, and they're kind of like the fingerprints of the human world. No two wild type viruses are alike, but the S proteins and the H proteins, basically the receptor proteins that are present in the coronavirus, have 100% similarity with the Congolese bats. So that shows what? That shows that there is some kind of probable engineering, but there is not much evidence to support that, apart from you can say some speculative theories. But still there is a doubt. As I've said, कि कोई भी दो wild type viruses एक जैसे नहीं होते हैं, लेकिन how are these S proteins and H proteins bear 100% similarity to the Congolese bat virus? That remains to be seen. But there is some credence to the conspiracy theories that this virus is engineered. But since it is not supported by the WHO, it is not supported by any other independent scientific examination, rather it has been supported by US researchers, we need to keep an open and objective mind while analyzing these, and not kind of make this an issue of whether or not China has engineered the virus. And if China had engineered the virus, why it is suffering from the coronavirus as of yet? Why haven't they been able to produce a vaccine as of yet? Their entire industries have been shut down. They are working in remote operated industries, and the Chinese economy has taken a huge hit of about a 25% regression in its you can say activities. So you see, trying to blame China is like trying to divert the world's attention away from it. Now, US President Donald J. Trump, as per his rhetorical mindset, has promised dire consequences for China and vows to bring China to accountability, whereas China has started blaming the virus, or you can say has generated a new conspiracy theory of its own, in that they say that US soldiers are responsible for bringing the virus into Wuhan. अब अगर क्रेडिबिलिटी देखी जाए, ठीक है, या अगर आप जो है वो इफ यू टेक इनटू अकाउंट द वर्किंग्स ऑफ द डीप स्टेट, दिस कैन बी पॉसिबल, बिकॉज हेretofore आपके पास जो बायोलॉजिकल वॉरफेयर है, दैट वाज एक्चुअली बीइंग कंसिडर्ड इन सम यूएस पॉलिसी मेकिंग सर्कल्स एज अ वे टू कॉम्बैट राइजिंग वर्ल्ड पावर्स, द राइजिंग ईस्ट इन दिस रिगार्ड. सो इज द पेंडेमिक अ प्लैंडेमिक? Who knows? But there can be a certain reason, or a reasonable doubt that can be cast upon the origins of the coronavirus pandemic, and for that there should be complete transparency from the Chinese side in letting WHO investigators and researchers to let them in, give them samples, and make sure whether or not this virus was engineered or was this wildlife. So on Wednesday this week, US President Donald J. Trump called the coronavirus pandemic, as you can say, as worse than the attack on Pearl Harbor, worse than the World Trade Center. And in a way that is true though. The World Trade Center claimed about 3,000 lives. And on a daily basis, the US is losing about that much lives. As of right now, the death toll in the US has crossed the 70,000 mark, and there is no end in sight. And this rhetoric of an invisible enemy, ठीक है, इसने इस पेंडेमिक को एक वॉर लाइक रंग दे दिया. एंड द यूएस इज वेरी गुड एट डूइंग दैट. आपको पता है, ड्यूरिंग द बुश एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन टाइम पीरियड देयर वाज दिस फॉल्स प्रोपेगेंडा ऑफ वेपन्स ऑफ मास डिस्ट्रक्शन दैट वाज द प्रीटेक्स्ट फॉर द इन्वेजन ऑफ इराक. इन द सेम आपके पास जो अफगानिस्तान के अंदर रिटोरिक जो है वो चलाया गया था कि दिस इज अ गुड वॉर, ठीक है, दिस इज एन एसेंशियल वॉर, एंड ईच एंड एवरी वन ऑफ देम वर लेटर ऑन डिस्कवर्ड एज ह्यूज लाइज. सो ट्रंप की वोटर बेस जो है, ऑलराइट, उसको अपीस करने के लिए, या उनके जो एक आप समझे कि इंतशारी माइंड सेट है, उसको अपीस करने के लिए ये वॉर लाइक रिटोरिक इस्तेमाल की जा रही है, गिविंग इट एन एनिमी स्टेटस, whereas the virus is not actually an enemy. It is just a being that needs to propagate and perpetuate. It just happens to be virulent. It just happens to be fatal. So where am I going with this? In Michigan last week, the Capitol building in Michigan was swarmed with protesters holding guns, white supremacists that were demanding Governor Gretchen Whitmer to lift the lockdown in the states. Now you see, war-like mentality. You don't need weapons to fight against the coronavirus. You don't need weapons to make your voice heard. लेकिन यहाँ क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ चूंकि इस पेंडेमिक को एक वॉर लाइक रंग दे दिया गया हुआ है बाय द यूएस एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, in tune with all the previous tactics that previous US administrations have done in times of crisis like these. Always find a scapegoat, find an outside enemy. So the virus is the enemy, and who has made the enemy? China has made the enemy. Now what does it hold for China and US relations in general? Before that, in 2019, आपको पता है कि there was this huge trade standoff between China and the US, and it has been a cause of concern by many policymakers inside the United States that China is rising meteorically in the world. And on the dint of its Belt and Road Initiative, it has also used its economic soft power to consolidate a lot of pro-Chinese sentiment all across the world. So the US might have diplomatic strength, the US might have military strength, but as of right now, the US is way behind in terms of how much China is spending in the world in trying to consolidate goodwill. And this is actually working. In previous videos, we have discussed that a global pandemic response requires what? It requires preparedness, it requires the ability to generate a strong leadership, it requires an ability to bring the world together. And as of right now, America is sorely lacking that. So what it does, it generates another war of words with China. Whereas trying to distract its own home population and trying to pin China as the scapegoat, और China की credibility जो है वो world circles में खराब की जाए, ठीक है? So this is an age-old tactic that has been employed by the United States administrations for quite some time now, ठीक है? Vilify and then become the hero. लेकिन they do not have that much evidence, they do not have that much proof. Mike Pompeo in an address Thursday last week said that and actually blasted China for perpetuating the virus all across the world and hiding the information from the world. Whereas in late December, China had already informed WHO and its constituents and its constituent bodies that this has the potential to become a pandemic and the world needs to take certain measures. The funding to WHO has been cut by America, and this has instead of this blustering tactics that President Donald J. Trump has always used, you cannot browbeat a virus. You cannot actually make sure that by using aggression tactics or by using dollar diplomacy, you can make the world sing to your tune. No, you cannot. Especially in a world that already has China as a savior of sorts. तो यहाँ आपके पास क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ आपके पास जो पेंडेमिक है उसको एक वॉर लाइक रंग दे दिया गया है, ठीक है? एंड इट इज अपीजिंग, इट इज geared towards the vast majority of those trigger happy voters that form majority of Trump's vote bank. Number one. Number two, cutting the funding to WHO has sent this message across the world that even if you don't support us, we still have the capacity to take the dollars from you. This is called dollar diplomacy, जहाँ आप dollars को जो है वो weapons की तरह या bullets की तरह इस्तेमाल करते हैं. So dollar diplomacy is being conducted by the United States of America in a bid to consolidate or keep its grip on the global world political system. Number three, it is scapegoating China and trying to instill a certain, you can say, value of doubt inside the minds of global world leaders that somehow China is responsible for the virus. And eventually, if we come to the last point, number 5, the US sees its hegemony sliding. The world before the coronavirus pandemic, the world after the coronavirus pandemic will not be the same for America. And the bungled response that America has put forward has also underscored its capacity for being a global world leader in times of crises like these. The response towards a pandemic is ages old. This pandemic might be new, लेकिन जो response हमें नजर आ रहा है that is ages old. Scapegoating, trying to blame the other nation, making it seem as if this is a biological warfare of sorts. It's not. A vast majority of the evidence suggests it's not, and a very small percentage of the evidence suggests that it might be engineered or it might be a weapon of biological warfare. But we need to go with the majority of the facts, and until and unless the WHO conducts a study and is able to find out whether or not this virus was engineered, that still remains to be seen. Now, in the first part of the lecture, I discussed that how the US is still trying to maintain its relevance in the world as of right now by using a dollar diplomacy, by using force, by trying to browbeat its opponents. We have another case as well. The UAE has been put on the Financial Action Task Force, which is a Paris-based watchdog, monetary watchdog, ठीक है? और उसको जो है UAE को 1 year ऑब्जर्वेशन के ऊपर रखा गया. and around 11 measures have been put forward by the FATF for the UAE, for the Gulf states, to follow and make sure that they meet these requirements by the end of this year or by the end of the stipulated time period, or they will be put on the blacklist. Now, why did that happen? Not only that, there are reports of the Patriot missiles that were stationed in Saudi Arabia as a part of their weapons defense system, as a part of the missile defense system. They are being deactivated. As of reports right now, they are being deactivated, if Twitter is to be believed. So why the UAE? As everyone knows that the FATF has a certain level of, you can say, America has a certain level of clout with the FATF, and they have always used the FATF or other economic or other watchdogs as a weapon of sorts to make sure that other countries can come to heel. For example, आपके पास जो है वो Atomic Energy Commission है, ठीक है. In the same way, you have the UN and the EU, ठीक है. The sanctions that were imposed on Iran have not been lifted as of right now. So, what do analysts see when about the FATF restrictions on the UAE? Basically, that goes back to the oil war, the oil price war between Russia and USA. So, अगर previously बात करते हैं, तो जो US है, that is the largest exporter of oil in the world. Second is Russia. Third is Saudi Arabia. लेकिन मजे की बात क्या है? मजे की बात यह है कि आपके पास जो US है, ठीक है, it might be the largest exporter of oil in the world, but its oil is the most costly. Number one. Number two ये कि जो प्रोडक्शन है ऑयल की, ठीक है, द यूएस कैपेसिटी फॉर प्रोड्यूसिंग ऑयल, और जितना ऑयल वो प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, दैट इज एक्चुअली मोर एक्सपेंसिव for them. The domestic production is more expensive than how much that they export outside. So basically इनकी production जो है वो that is more expensive, और वो export जो है वो lesser rates के ऊपर करते हैं. That has made the oil industry in the US extremely debt ridden. So when Vladimir Putin and MBS, that is Mohammed bin Salman, faced off in the oil war, what happened was, as discussed before, कि they flooded, क्योंकि प्रोडक्शन कट्स जो है वो उन्होंने आपस में डिसाइड की थी, ये प्रोडक्शन कट्स जो है वो होनी चाहिए, ठीक है. सप्लाई एंड डिमांड का रूल जो है वो इधर अप्लाई होता है. आई बिलीव दैट यू ऑलरेडी नो दिस. द मोर द सप्लाई, द लेसर द डिमांड, द लेसर द प्राइस. द लेसर द सप्लाई, द मोर द डिमांड, मोर द प्राइस, ठीक है. और as of right now, but they have come to an agreement of sorts. Russia and KSA have come to an agreement of sorts. लेकिन जो सबसे बड़ा धचका इस ऑयल प्राइस वॉर का जो है वो लगा, वो तो KSA और रशिया को तो लगना ही लगना था, because they do not have that much bank reserves, they do not have much currency reserves. लेकिन इसका सबसे ज़्यादा नुकसान जो है वो यूएस ऑयल मार्केट को हुआ. कैसे? वो तो ऑलरेडी खसारे में ऑपरेट कर रही थी, ठीक है. जस्ट टू मेंटेन अ सर्टेन लेवल ऑफ हेजेमनी ओवर द वर्ल्ड इन द ऑयल मार्केट, दे वर एक्सपोर्टिंग बोथ शेल एंड नॉन शेल ऑयल प्रोडक्ट्स. शेल ऑयल जो है वो उसकी प्रोडक्शन जो है वो दैट इज अराउंड $28 अ बैरल, ठीक है. और जो नॉन शेल ऑयल है दैट इज अराउंड $20 अ बैरल प्रोडक्शन वाइज, ठीक है. रशियन ऑयल इज अराउंड $19 अ बैरल, वाइल सऊदी ऑयल इज अराउंड $8 अ बैरल, ठीक है. तो आप खुद सोचें कि वर्ल्ड मार्केट के अंदर जब आप लॉजिस्टिकल कॉस्ट लगा के जो है वो रशियन ऑयल और यूएस ऑयल, रशियन ऑयल, यूएस ऑयल और केएसए ऑयल कंपेयर करते हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली इफ देयर इज अ मोर डिमांड, इफ द मार्केट इज फ्लडेड विद द यूएस ऑयल, ठीक है, तो लोग जो है वो यूएस ऑयल ही खरीदेंगे. लेकिन if the market is flooded with KSA and Russian oil, तो obviously no one is going to go for the more expensive bargain, they're going to go for the lesser bargain. अब इस ऑयल प्राइस वॉर की वजह से यूएस की मार्केट जो है वो काफ़ी हद तक डेसिमेट हो गई, बिकॉज वो ऑलरेडी डेट लेडन थे, दे वर ऑलरेडी वर्किंग ऑन, दे वर ऑलरेडी जो है वो खसारे में ऑपरेट कर रहे थे. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आपके पास जो यूएस ऑयल डिमांड है वो कम होगी, सिंस द मार्केट वॉज फ्लडेड विद अ लॉट ऑफ चीप ऑयल. And for the first time in history, oil was at $0 a barrel for a few weeks, I would say. Lekin it was at $0 a barrel, and because of that, UAE and the Gulf countries, the constituents of the UAE, have been placed under FATF observation list, and this might be subject to revision if the UAE, namely Mohammed bin Salman, comes to heel. And tries to appease the US and its narrative in the region. So this pandemic will change how diplomatic relations work. This pandemic might just see the rise of the dollar diplomacy. This pandemic might just see the rise of another Cold War between China and the US. This pandemic might see increased American influence or increased American interference in other parts of the world as well, as they struggle to try to hold on to their hegemonic status. So, and further reading material is included inside the description box. Always click see more, the drop down description box. There are going to be links over there, there are going to be videos as well, and I will leave you with certain articles, certain documents, and you're going to form your own opinion whether or not this pandemic was planned, as it is called a pandemic by certain Twitter handles. Okay? But I would say that this word is extremely appropriate given that it comes at a time where world relations were already at a low point, and the hegemonic status of America is going to become even more loosened as of after the pandemic and during the pandemic as well. So this is all for today. I hope that this was enlightening for you. Please make sure to read the articles and watch a very relevant and extremely interesting documentary that I'm going to put forward in the description box. वहाँ आप उस वीडियो के अंदर आपको जो है वो सारे इन्वेस्टिगेटिव एनालिसिस मिलेंगे अबाउट द कोरोना वायरस, ठीक है. एंड हालांकि उसके अंदर एंटी चाइनीज रिटोरिक काफ़ी ज़्यादा है, बट इट स्टिल रेजेस अ फ्यू वैलिड पॉइंट्स. सो दिस इज इन कंक्लूजन, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.